What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. We're going to get into SummerSlam Night 2 from August the 3rd, 2025. A pretty okay show. I thoroughly enjoyed the main event, and I dug the TLC tag team match. That was fun. The triple threat match was fun also. It was okay, but it felt like a Raw main event, if we're being honest. So, SummerSlam Night 2 was a little bit better than Night 1. Not by much. So, we kicked the show off with Triple H. So, he welcomes us to Night 2 of SummerSlam. Then he does his usual, "Are you ready?" shtick, and he says that all of you right now are part of the biggest SummerSlam in history. So, there's that. And then the pyro goes off, and that was it. So then this leads us into the first match of the night. Naomi defeats Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. So Rhea had a pretty good little entrance. Io Sky had a pretty cool little entrance. And Naomi, she got a really good intro by her pops. So her pops started playing the guitar. He's really good. And I think he's in a band too. I think he was in a band. So his name is Sean McRae. So cool stuff there. So I dug that. Really good shit there. Good stuff. So the match was fine. It was not bad. Was this better than Io, Rhea, and Bianca at WrestleMania 41? The answer is no. Not even close. This match was kind of slow. Rhea got her stuff in. Io got her stuff in. She ended up hitting the 619 and stuff. That was pretty cool there. Rhea hit a great Razor's Edge in the match. That was great. Io, she was able to hit the over the moonsault. So that was cool there. Naomi broke that up, then she hit the full Nelson bomb, which was great. The bubble bomb, as it's called. And then so towards the end of the match, Io Sky takes out Rhea Ripley for a brief moment. Rhea basically takes out Io Sky with a superplex from the top rope. Then Rhea picks up Io. She hits her with an avalanche riptide from the top rope. Naomi breaks up the cover, and then she rolls up Rhea for the 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is fine, I guess. We all knew that Rhea was going to... We all knew that Naomi was going to retain anyway. That was a no-brainer. So that was common sense. I know some people are pissed that Rhea lost, but it is what it is. Naomi will eventually lose the title at some point. She could lose it at Clash in Paris later this month, which is late August. I think it's like the last Saturday in August when Clash in Paris is. She could lose it at the next B-level pay-per-view after Clash in Paris. But this was good. This makes sense. What do you do with Rhea and Io going forward? I really could not tell you. What I am tired of is I'm tired of seeing Rhea in the title picture. And the same thing with Io. I think it's time to book them in some off-title feuds. Maybe you could actually put Io back in the tag team division and do something like that if you're serious with that. That's what I would do. But Io and Rhea, they don't need to be champion for a while. Rhea has not been champion for a minute. I say a good 4, 5, 6 months. And Rhea didn't have that good of a reign. Io had an okay reign. But, it is what it is. But Naomi winning was the right decision, and, it makes sense. Naomi's doing some of the best heel work she's done in years. So, good stuff there. Then, they already tell us about SummerSlam next year. It's going to be August 1st and August 2nd. And it's going to be in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Oh, boy. Why in the hell are they already booking SummerSlam so early? And what I mean by that is SummerSlam does not need to be at the first part of August. SummerSlam should be towards the end of August. SummerSlam has always kind of been around my birthday, which is on August 25th. SummerSlam is usually the week of my birthday or the week after my birthday. So that's kind of how it should be. Or if not, it would be like a week or two before my birthday. But SummerSlam should not be in early August. It should be towards late August. But that's just me. All right, moving on. This leads us into the TLC match. And the Hardys, they were there. They were at ringside, sending with the Dudleys. Michael Cole said on commentary that that the Hardys are TNA World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, and at Bound for Glory, the Hardys are going to take on the Dudleys one final time. So that was cool. Good shit there. Both teams got a really good reaction. I'm glad that the TNA NXT partnership is working out. It's working wonders. So good stuff. The tag match was great. So the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford versus DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus Mercy Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin versus Fraxium, Nathan Frazier and Axiom versus Andrade and Rey Fenix versus the Wyatt Sicks, Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy. The Wyatt Sicks win. This was just a fucking car crash. This was insane, man. This was insane. All the teams ate nasty table spots and stuff. Everybody's just crashing through tables. I'm not really gonna go over it. If you missed it, go back and watch it. This match was insane. It was fun, just crazy, insane table spots everywhere. Phoenix did crazy shit. Alex Shelley, he did crazy shit. Candice LeRae came out towards the middle of the match. He got involved. And then B-Fab came out along with Nikki Cross, and they were brawling and stuff because Candice LeRae was trying to pull down the Tag Team Championships and hand them to Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. And then Candice LeRae, she damn near broke her fucking ribs. She fell and crashed and burned through the ladder, which was insane. That was good there. I forgot to mention Uncle Howdy. He got involved in the match as well. So, there's that. It is what it is. So Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy, they hit the suplex sit-up powerbomb combo for not for the 1, 2, 3, but to win the match basically. So Gacy got the win for his team. That's fine there. Fun match. The crowd was super into this. This was great. This was very AEW/TNA-esque type of stuff here. So good shit there. Am I a fan of the Wyatt Sicks? No, I'm not. But this was a good match. Now that this shit is over with, they need to find a feud to book for the Wyatt Sicks. The Wyatt Sicks have to be in a feud now going forward. They gotta do something. Because just doing the bullshit, the bullshit, SmackDown Tag Team Division, take out the Wyatts, that shit is lame. They gotta come up with a concrete team to go up against the Wyatts. So, there is that. Moving on, this leads us into the no DQ match, no count out, last chance title match for the women's WWE Intercontinental Championship. So Becky wins, so she retains via the help from Bayley. So this match had some of everything in there: kendo sticks, steel steps, steel chairs. They brought in some zip ties. They brought in some steel chains and stuff. They're both chucking each other out and stuff. Becky brought in a toolbox and started using it. That was pretty cool there. So Bayley came out towards the middle of the match. She got involved. Becky wanted Bayley to beat up Lyra, but she didn't. She ended up beating up Becky and all that shit. And then Bayley, she has her fist wrapped up in the chain and stuff, and then she tries to hit Becky Lynch, but Becky Lynch dodges it, and Becky accidentally hits Lyra. This allows for Becky to hit the manhandle slam for the 1, 2, 3. This makes sense, I guess. We all knew that Lyra was not going to win anyway. That's a given, So it is what it is. What do you do with Lyra going forward? I have no idea. I really don't know. I don't know what you could do with Lyra. I really can't think of anything for her to do off the top of my head. I forgot to mention that Becky Lynch has a new theme song now. They got rid of her old one, her original one. But it is what it is, so this is fine. I'm guessing they're still going to continue the Bayley and Becky feud, more than likely. Who really cares? Moving on, this leads us into Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. U.S. Championship, steel cage. Solo Sikoa wins. I really wasn't in this, my bad. I really wasn't too invested in this match. Match was kind of slow and boring, not because of Jacob, but because of Solo. The MFTs, they all came out and stunk up the fucking joint, basically. It was a whack finish. So, basically, the finish came when, Jacob Fatu was in handcuffs. He was able to break free from the handcuffs. Then Tala Tonga Hikuleo, he got involved. He smashes the steel cage door into the head of Jacob Fatu. Solo fell also, and then he just ends up falling out of the steel cage door, and that's how he got the win. So this shit was whack. Post match, Jimmy Uso came down. He beat up the MFT boys. He beat them up. Then Fatu, he jumped off the steel cage, did the moonsault, taking out everybody, and the crowd popped for that. So it is what it is. Their feud's not over, but this shit is sad. I am tired of the Temu Bloodline / Death Riders, which is what Solo's faction really is. They are like WWE's version of the Death Riders. They just suck. They really do. So whatever. Moving on, this leads us into AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio. This match was pretty cool, fun. So AJ Styles came out. He was commemorating Eddie Guerrero. He had on his tights and everything, which was great. Came out with the lowrider with his son, which is excellent. Dom gets the win. He ends up cheating the win, obviously. So towards the end of the match, AJ was able to lock in the calf crusher, and Dom looked like he was about to tap, but he did not. So basically, the boot came off, not a smooth way. It was like the hard way. The boot came off, basically. Then the referee got distracted, and then Dom hits AJ with his boot, and then he hits the frog splash for the 1, 2, 3. So they did the Eddie Guerrero Kurt Angle finish from WrestleMania 20, which was great. Good stuff there. Love that. Really, really good shit. So, good stuff. Excellent. This match was kind of fun. It felt more of like a Raw match, though. This is something that you would have seen on Raw, like either at the start of the show or maybe even at the start of the second hour. That's what it felt like to me, though. So, there's that. Then Stephanie McMahon, she comes out. She touts, there were a total of 103 113,722 people that were in attendance across both nights, which was a total lie. The actual number is like 97,000. I can't remember what the rest was, but I know it was 97,000. So, WWE and their bullshit lies. But, you know, it is what it is. Who gives a damn? So this is fine. It makes sense. So then, this leads us into the main event of the evening. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, street fight for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Cody Rhodes wins. And this match was really, really good. Cody got a great entrance. It was 2 promos from Dusty kind of smashed together, which was great. People thought it was AI, but it wasn't. That was actually Dusty's voice. So Cody, you know, he came out with the skull helmet and stuff. That was really cool there. Cena came out with his old babyface gimmick, which was great. Got a really good reaction. So then he got introduced by Alicia Taylor, who gave his heel, you know, who gave him the heel announcement and all that stuff. So that was good there. This match was really good. Weapons involved, like the other several matches that were on the show. You know, steel chairs, steel steps. Cena threw the steel steps at Rhodes, which was great. There were a bunch of finishers in the match. It was several FUs and crossroads and stuff, and both guys kicked out each other's finishers and stuff. Cody, towards the end of the match, he got booed. So he ends up using the turnbuckle. He choked Cena with that very lightly. Cena fought out of it and choked Cody with it. It was really good stuff there. Excellent stuff. The crowd booed when that happened. So Cena, he FU'd Cody through the announce table, which was great. Cody and Cena, they continued to fight through the crowd and stuff. Then Cody and Cena, Cena went up to the entrance ramp, and he used the ramp that Cody does for his entrance. He FU'd Cody on the steel ramp, which was great. Threw him back in the ring. Struggled. Cody kicked out and stuff. Then Cody brings in a table. Cena's about to go for the attitude adjustment. Cody reverses that into a super Cody cutter through the table. Hits the crossroads for like the 6th time. 1, 2, 3. And Cody Rhodes wins. So really good stuff there. I forgot to mention John Cena and Cody. They embraced before the match. So that was good there. I dug that. Cody then also gave Cena a final salute towards the end of the match as well. So he was sad about that. So really good shit. They told a great story, which I really enjoyed. Cody then, you know, let Cena have the ring, and he dipped out. And then Cena was about to, you know, I guess, get on the mic or whatever. So he salutes the fans. Brock Lesnar comes out. The crowd erupts. They go batshit crazy. People on the internet just break their computers, their laptops, their cell phones, everything. Every fucking thing. I'm not going to really get into it. And then Brock just shows up, F5 Cena, and then that was it. This actually makes sense. Brock being back is a smart move. The reason why Brock is back, because this is a TKO decision. This is probably coming from Nick Khan and or Ari Emanuel, probably from both guys. Triple H was never opposed to Brock like that. He never was. And they also ended up canceling the usual press conference, which was great. So that's great, because who wants to listen to a bunch of dumbass reporters and dirt sheet writers just asking you dumbass questions and all that. So that's great. Brock being back is good. We all know why he's back, because Brock is one of John Cena's greatest rivals. Cena's greatest rivals are Edge, who's in AEW, Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, and CM Punk. Those are his 4 greatest rivals. Those are his 4 greatest rivals. So it makes sense. And Cena has faced all those guys except for, Edge, obviously. And he's going to face Brock. I would imagine that we'll probably get this match, I'm hoping, at Survivor Series. This does not need to happen at Clash in Paris. This does not even need to happen at Perth, Australia with Crown Jewel. It doesn't need to even happen there. This should take place at Survivor Series, to where Brock should put over John Cena. And to be honest with you, this should be Brock's last match as well. So this should be it. This should be the final match of Brock and Cena. This should be it. We don't need Brock anymore. I like Brock. Brock's amazing. He kicks fucking ass. But, I think WWE can build the future. If Triple H can get his head out of his own ass and quit trying to push these black and gold clowns and just push guys that can make you money, continue to push Logan Paul, push Braun Breaker. Because once Cena leaves, then, Brock will more than likely leave eventually. I do think that this should be Brock's last match. Brock's not needed in WWE anymore. I mean, I do love Brock. I'm not going to hold you guys up on that one. You guys know I love Brock Lesnar. He's fucking awesome. So, there's that. But the main event was solid. It was really, really good. What do you do with Cody? Cody more than likely will probably go up against Randy. I would imagine we'll see the heel turn from Randy eventually. It is probably going to be a slow one. But we should see Randy turn heel in the next little bit. So I don't know when. It could happen at Clash in Paris at the end of the month, but we'll have to wait and see. SummerSlam overall was okay. I did like the main event. That was tremendous. The TLC match was good. Fun stuff there. The Dom and AJ match was all right. Pretty fun, but it felt like a Raw match. I didn't care for the Becky and Lyra match. I just did not. The triple threat match was okay as well, but that could have been better. But, it was all right. But the main event was phenomenal. It was dope. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But what did you guys think of SummerSlam Night 2? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.